welcome to a new video. So I decided to make a new video in conjunction with the most recent twin flame reading I did. So I wanted to share with you a practice that I've been using that has been very beneficial and healing to me. And because of the cards that came out in the reading on the feminine side, I think that maybe some of you might also benefit from this practice, and so I wanted to share it with you guys. And so this practice is based on Carl Gustav Jung's work on the concepts anima and animus. And I'm not going to go into his theory of these concepts right now. You know, he did a lot of work on the collective unconscious, so it's definitely an interesting read if you are drawn to that. But the key to this theory is that every individual carry within them a set of subconscious templates that are guiding that individual's expectation of the world, and especially within relationships. So in this context, this is in regards to our inner expectation of the masculine and the feminine. So if you are heterosexual, you know, your expectations of a romantic partner would be that of the opposite sex. So let's say you're a heterosexual female, you know, you would use the subconscious templates of your inner animus or your inner masculine when it comes to what you expect, what you allow in regards to a romantic partner. And so a lot of the times, or especially, you know, if we haven't been doing healing in regards to these templates, these are modeled after the behavior of our parents. So again, if you're a heterosexual female, you know, you model your templates of a romantic partner after how your father treated you, how your father or father figure treated you, how your father figure treated your mother. Yeah. And so to kind of draw it back to the twin flame dynamic, if you see your twin as a potential romantic partner, or maybe as the romantic partner for you, you know, the current image that you hold of them will tell you a lot about the subconscious templates that you carry in regards to a romantic partner. And I would say that this is especially true if you're in a period of separation, or if you feel that there are a lot of unknowns in regards to your twin. So really, or to understand, you know, this concept, we really have to look at the subconscious and how it works. So the subconscious is simply put the areas of ourselves that we are not fully conscious of, but that we can become more aware of in certain situations. So one way we can become more aware of our subconscious is to approach and confront any kind of darkness. You know, so in this case we can use the twin flame separation as an example. When you're in separation from your twin, you're experiencing a lot of darkness. There's a lot of unknowns in regards to how that person is feeling about you, thinking, what they're doing, all of that stuff. And when this happens, when you are confronted with this kind of darkness, that kind of a void, you know, nothingness, your templates or the templates within your subconscious will start to really make themselves visible. So everything that you're thinking of your twin in that state will be a part of your templates related to what you expect from a romantic partner. And, you know, why is this so important? This is important because we create from our subconscious. So if you look to a lot of different mythologies, many of them describe how our subconscious is what finally determines what we're able to manifest in the physical world. So you can say that the templates within our subconscious are programming our electromagnetic field, our energetic field, in order to draw in or block out experiences that match or don't match with our inner templates. And so, I'm sorry, I'm reading my notes from time to time, so I'm looking back and forth. But what we really want to do is to align our subconscious with our soul and our higher self. And to be able to do that, first we have to become aware of any subconscious templates that are of a lower vibration than that of our soul. So this is actually what we're doing when we're going through a purge. The purging process is not only a process where we are clearing out suppressed emotions. We're also becoming aware of lower vibrational templates that create lower vibrational emotions. So when you're going through a purge, it's especially fruitful to observe every thought, every expectation, every fear, every daydream that you might have in regards to your twin, or in regards to, whatever you're purging, so whatever area of your life you're purging about. Because all of these beliefs, all of these kind of thoughts that you're having when you're in a lower vibration, it is, they are what are actually creating the lower vibration. So, if we carry templates within our subconscious that are saying that our romantic partners will leave us, this is not a belief that vibrates on the level of our soul. It's actually a much lower vibration, and it will draw in experiences of rejection and abandonment. And because these templates are subconscious, we are not even aware of why this happens, and so it can feel very disempowering when we don't know why. So that's why it's very important to do this kind of work, and you can do a lot of healing within your relationship with focusing on this. And now I'm moving into, why I felt it was so important to bring this up in regards to the twin flame reading. Because on the feminine side, it was very clear that a lot of us are going through a period of letting go, starting fresh. There's a lot of expansion of the heart. And that expansion of the heart, it requires a walking into the unknown. And with walking into the unknown, we're always faced with a lot of darkness, which again, will bring up lower vibrational emotions. You will start purging if there are beliefs within your subconscious that are not aligned with your soul. And so I'm sure that you notice that you've been going through these kind of cycles before. Especially if you're currently in separation, or if you have been in a longer period of separation. And this cycle, or this usually starts with you choosing yourself and deciding that in some area of your life you actually want more, in regards to your twin. You want more, you feel you deserve better, you realize that you are not happy with the current dynamic that you share with your twin. And so you choose yourself. And this means that you will have to let go of your twin. And I'm sure we can all remember the first time we did this, because, that is actually a huge initiation. It's a huge step forward. And it requires a certain level of self-worth and of faith to take that step. And it is an initiation into the emotional body, into the world of vibration. And I will get back to that a little bit more towards the end. But this cycle consists of letting go, choosing yourself, and then moving into a time of uncertainty where you become very aware of your templates. So just to mention, if you're not conscious of this, if you don't know that this is what's going on, this period of darkness, this period of uncertainty can be very painful, very stressful, because you will be bombarded with a lot of thoughts that create pain within you. This is for you to become conscious of these thoughts and to realize that these thoughts are not your truth. It's not the truth of your soul. And the problem is that within our world today, we tend to believe our thoughts more than kind of our emotions. And so many people can get stuck here because they believe that these thoughts that create a lot of pain within us are actually the truth. So the key here is to understand this and to just be aware that, these are just templates within me that were created because of some kind of experience I've had in the past. They're not real, they're not my truth, and I can now let go of them. And so, this awareness makes that process so much more easy to handle. And it's always going to be somewhat challenging to confront lower vibrational emotions, but for sure it's easier. And you move out of the purchase state, straight away once you have become successfully aware of the lower vibrational template that you're working on, and when you realize that this is not my truth. And this is really also how you ascend, these lower vibrational templates. And when you have gone through this cycle, you usually start feeling your twin coming back in. And so if you're in separation, you will feel their energy starting to pull back in you, and you start to feel drawn towards them again. And so this is a cycle that we go through until we have aligned all the templates within our subconscious with our soul. And if you think about what that really means, it means that we will end up not having any templates within our subconscious that creates a lower vibration than that of our soul. And so this is the stage that people refer to as, heaven on earth, when we start creating heaven on earth. Because our subconscious, which is the part of us that determines the vibration of our manifestation, will vibrate from a very high frequency. And another thing that's worth mentioning is, so I had to get my charger for the computer, so the frame might be a little bit different. But what I was saying was that, these cycles are an excellent way of energetically communicating with other people, because first of all, it surpasses the ego. And it's a way we can teach other people or communicate to other people how we want to be treated by, changing our inner templates or our inner programs. So these templates, they become the guide for other people, and it subconsciously communicates to them what we expect from a relationship, how we expect to be treated, what we want from the relationship. And so when we go through an upgrade of templates, we energetically tell the people in our lives that there needs to be a change. And this, like I've already mentioned, this will usually then involve a period of letting go. And within these deaths, we let go of the past. We let something die within us. We let go of an old timeline, you can call it, or a lower vibrational timeline. And we enter into the period of the zero, the void, the womb, where anything can happen. And the people in our lives can choose to make changes to themselves so that they are aligned with the new templates that we have created within ourselves, or they can choose to walk away. And so that is also why this kind of a cycle, this kind of a letting go, requires quite a lot of courage, trust, faith, and a certain level of self-love. And I think it's even more difficult if you are experiencing this cycle from your mental body. So this means seeing the world from a very materialistic place, thinking about your twin as a physical person, because then you're seeing reality through your mind. So your consciousness, your awareness is within your mental body. And remember, the mental body, it's first of all, it's a body that's quite far away from our core. And I mean, these kind of things, they're a little bit more complicated and nuanced than what I can fit into this video. But, at this time, we are really being called to start to embody more of our souls. So, and that means, merging our 5D selves, our higher selves, with our 3D selves, our physical body. And so it's much better to start to pull your consciousness down into your emotional body, because not only is that a body that's much closer to your core, it's also, when you do this, you're also embodying more of your soul. More of your soul is becoming embodied into your body, if that makes sense. And a way to start doing this in regards to your twin is to focus on the vibration of your twin instead of focusing on that person as a human being. Don't focus on the physical person, focus on the feeling that you get when you connect to their soul, when you connect to their highest potential. And if you let that be your guide, you can use that to integrate new templates. And you can do that if you wish to experience, union with your twin. If you see them as your divine counterpart, this is how you can manifest that. And so it is, of course, a gradual process. But as you yourself start to embody more and more of your soul, you will become more and more aware of their soul, and energetically you can guide them to embody more of their own soul by using their soul as a model to integrate these new templates in regards to your expectation of a divine counterpart. So I hope this makes sense. It's a little bit complicated when you put it into words, and it might be a little bit confusing. So I hope you understand what I mean. And so just to wrap up this video, I want to talk quickly just a little bit about how this process of choosing yourself starts with an initiation, or this is an initiation into your emotional body. And when you're choosing yourself in this way, you are actually saying that you want to align your emotional body with your soul. And the experience of that is the experience of living in a high vibrational reality. If you think about it, what does that mean? It means happiness. It means feeling your soul at all times. So living only in the high vibrational emotions. And this process of getting there, because when we think about it now, we might even doubt that it's possible because it's quite far away from the reality we're living in right now. But what makes it more smooth is if we start to view the world through our emotional body. So again, like I mentioned, focus on seeing vibration, on sensing the vibration of the things that your soul is desiring to align with, and then teach yourself, practice holding that vibration within your body without having it, just holding that vibration within your body. And this is a much more easy way forward than seeing it only from the perspective of your mind. Because, at this time, the programming that we have within your mind, the collective programming that we have, it's very based on only the materialistic view of reality. And so if we only adhere to this view of reality, you are losing out on a lot of sensory information about reality. And this sensory information, if you open up to that through going into your emotional body more and focusing on vibration, you will get a much more rich picture of the fabric of reality. And that, to me, it's not only very interesting, but it's very helpful. It makes this journey so much easier. So I hope you were able to understand what I was talking about. Hope I was able to explain it. Please ask if you have any questions. And yeah, I hope you're having a great day. Much love to you.